There are about 250 people charged with crimes awaiting trial who are on GPS ankle monitors in the city of St. Louis.
That number has skyrocketed in recent years in our city and around the country. Daniel Riley was required to wear the device when police say he caused the crash that led to Janae Edmonson's injuries. Tonight, the I-Team's Paul Vassan examines why many say it points to a broken system.
This is the moment. 21-year-old Daniel Riley ran through a yield sign in downtown St. Louis. He struck 17-year-old Janae Edmonson, an innocent bystander. She lost her legs. Riley had been wearing an ankle monitor. He was out on bond, charged with armed robbery.
That suggests that this piece of technology is not doing its job.
Wanda Bertram researches the impact of ankle monitoring technology at the Prison Policy Initiative. It's a nonprofit that advocates for criminal justice reform.
Over the last several years, courts have begun replacing in-person case monitoring with ankle monitors. And a piece of technology is not the same as a person. Judges need to reconsider the way that they use them.
A new report shows ankle monitors are used more often. In December 2022, 72% of people released from jail in the city of St. Louis were given a GPS monitor. That compares to 68% in December 2021. The monitors are seen as a way to help certain people charged with crimes avoid jail time and still go to places like work and school. They've also contributed to lowering our city's jail population, down more than 60% over the last 5 years. But Bertram says there are too many people using these devices without enough resources to keep up.
So I think that this all really should lead to more skepticism around the broad use of ankle monitors.
When Riley crashed right here, records show he had violated the terms of his ankle monitor dozens of times. Critics of monitors like these say it shows how people like Riley fall through the cracks.
Without facing any apparent consequence for that.
Missouri Representative Peter Meredith, a Democrat, says the devices only work if they're monitored.
Do you think prosecutors dropped the ball?
I think that it's very possible that's the case. They're understaffed, they are undertrained, and the communication is not good.
The St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office has said Riley's GPS tracking violations were no secret. An office spokesperson saying it was a judge's decision to allow him out of jail. A court spokesperson tells the I-Team GPS violations are routinely sent to attorneys, not judges.
You have to make sure that they're not just being monitored, but that there's a response to the monitoring.
Meredith has supported millions of dollars in funding for GPS monitoring devices. He sees the technology as an alternative to mass incarceration. But he says the crash that happened here shows how that technology has limitations.
So when it comes to these ankle monitors, what have we learned from this tragedy?
I think what we learned is it's not enough to just monitor somebody and do nothing about it. We have to have a system in place and people in place that are making sure that when you give somebody rules and a monitor, they're required to follow those rules.
People familiar with ankle monitors say another flaw of the device can be the price and who pays. For some people, the court covers the cost. For others, it can cost up to hundreds of dollars a month. Want to contact me about this story or another investigative tip? Email me at paula@ksdk.com. For the I-Team, Paula Vassan, 5 on your side.
Meteorologist Jim Castillo.